Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. There is a grudge to be settled and a belt to be claimed. The following contest is for the UKFC Amateur Interim Flyweight title, and we are scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds. It is time to meet the fighters. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man has an amateur record of 4 wins and 1 defeat, representing Dragon's Lair MMA. It's Jack Eglin. And his opponent standing across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. This man has an amateur record of 6 wins and no defeats, representing Aspire Combat Sports Academy. It's Mokaev.
Steve Cook Abbott along here with Carl Prince. And Carl, you couldn't wipe the smile off my face with a brick as we get ready for this interim flyweight title between Mokaev representing Aspire and Jack Eglin.
Hey, these guys are going to touch gloves, Steve.
And they did, and they're going to go. These are 2 of the best flyweights in the country.
See Jack Eglin really low in his base, looking to hurt Mokaev. South, he's really sunk into the canvas with a low base, looking to stop that shot, which is very unfortunate not doing. Expose his back real quick there.
But this is what they have
nice
to train
work with
for.
Mokaev with that left leg, just really extending his base, but nice hips in.
And a nice
Dagestan Airlines, thank you very much.
You know, and this kid, and that's what he is still, a kid, 17, not 18 yet.
Nice work with Eglin though, just sagging, perhaps holding the cage there a little bit, but dropping his weight down.
It's only cheating if you get caught or you lose a point. And, you know, he knew he would have to deal with this in the first round.
Belly to back suplex, gets his hooks in.
Mokaev is a grappling machine.
Relentless in Mokaev here, so really pouring it all over him.
However, Eglin's last fight at BCMMA, Lee Mitchell, a very similar stylistic fighter to Mokaev, likes to grind. Now, Eglin didn't win that fight, but rest assured, he learned a lot from that. He knew he was going to be on his back at some point in this round. Let's see if he stays calm and stays composed.
It's a nice head position by Mokaev, though. I'd just like to see him move to his left, perhaps keep his head on the fence a little bit. Eglin's going to look to perhaps detach here and stand up, but again, he's actually reinforced his guard. He might obviously thinking, understanding that a wrestler is going to probably get him down at one point of the 5 rounds. So
absolutely,
I'm sure his guard work has been drilled and drilled and drilled. And
then, you know, there's going to be a little bit of confusion. This is for the interim flyweight, even though it's a catch weight. These guys took the fight on last minute, and it's really simple. UK Fighting Championships wanted to reward them. This is a #1 contenders fight, though, for John James.
I think UK Fighting Championship would be flattered to have either of these competitors with the belt around the waist.
You kidding me?
And I'm sure John Jones would be very unflattered by that.
Hey.
So I'm sure he'll have something to say about that after this contest. But good posture adopted by Mokaev.
A little bit of talking to each other there, I think. But Mokaev's got, I mean...
Yeah, well, you see, what Eglin's doing is doing a good job of controlling with the necktie here. And Mokaev's looking to circle, but it looks like Eglin's quite strong in frames, you see, and Mokaev respecting that. Now he's got his hips up a little bit. He's going to look to stand up here if he can get his right hand down to post. Mokaev savvy to that, grabs the inside bicep control, looks to collapse him where he has no base, and then passing to deep side. His weight is a bit forward here. Mokaev is a little bit in trouble of the mid-range submissions like a triangle or an arm bar, and you see that Eglin's savvy to that, setting that up. You'd like to see Mokaev just go to his left a little bit, perhaps move and create the angle, keep Eglin's head in the fence.
And the fans can boo all they want, but Mokaev, he's going to come with what brought him to the dance, and that's his wrestling.
I'm sure between camps he's developing his striking.
Yeah,
but when you have a bread and butter and then such an advantage over somebody, of course you're going to go back to that. And you know what? I don't blame him. Eglin came out with horrible intentions, sat down on his punches, wanted to put his hands all over Mokaev and really hurt him. So if I were Mokaev, I don't know that I wouldn't have done exactly the same thing. Belly to back suplex, put my hips underneath him, lift, and really look to bully him from around the cage.
Well, in the corner now, you've got Dean Garnett speaking with Mohamed Mokaev, aspire becoming like the UK's version of Alpha Male.
Yeah,
all
yeah.
young coaches,
You're not-
all small weight class. Amazing.
You're not the first person to say that, and I don't think you'll be the last. And you know they've also got a great camp coming through there with good instruction, and they're churning out not just good fighters, but a lot of them.
And of course, in the corner of Eglin, you got UFC middleweight Brad Scott, who ain't afraid of a brawl, ain't afraid of a fight. So you can rest assured he was telling him we expected this.
Water trickles downhill, Steve.
We were expecting this.
Look at Eglin's base, so I'm a real big fan of this. He understands that he's going to have to sprawl a little bit, and when he hits Mokaev, he's going to have to hit him hard. He's really finding it. He's got 5 rounds to land one punch. That is his game plan.
And Mokaev has 12 more minutes to clinch, control, and pressure.
Yeah, or maybe look to emanate his own strikes. Nice right hand. Hurting with a jab there.
Yeah.
See, when you're in that pro boxing stance, boxing from the crouch, everything like right hand over the top of that left hook from Mokaev. Mokaev just has a bit of a habit of throwing a lazy left hook.
Yeah. I think, Eglin hits like a Mack truck. I don't care what anybody
Nice
says.
entry though, that single leg. Once that was up, he was down. There's no two ways about that.
But again, this is what has marked Mokaev as just a little bit different from his peers, and that's that just amazing wrestling. It's not great. The wrestling is top draw.
100% of a fight starts on the feet. Every single fight starts on the feet. And if you can impose your will and make sure that your opponent cannot never get up, then it's not even a fight.
No.
It's your fight. And that's Mokaev's way to win. And as long as he understands that, that's fine. And everyone's got to find the answer.
Absolutely.
It's not up for him to do something different. If you can't answer the fact that he's going to be relentless, taking you down, belly to back suplex, single legs, just good pressure, good head position. But Eglin doing a good job of opening his guard, creating angles, threatening from the bottom. I'd like to see him look to sweep. There we go. And maybe even submit. Just a threat. Keep Mokaev guessing. Am I going to stand up? Am I going to sweep?
Am I going to throw up at the high guard and look for a triangle? Or
too many people like to play guard and just threaten submissions. There's only one threat to worry about. You got to strike, submit, stand up.
Again.
Good use of the overhook though there by Eglin, really tying down Mokaev and frustrating him. You see where he's tripoded up there to relieve the pressure of that arm, but really struggling to do so. You see that Eglin has quite long arms, which makes his levers obviously very long, and he's going to be strong at the end of a lever, so within his armpit or at the end of a wrist. And now Mokaev looking to pass. It's difficult to pass there up against the fence. I'd like to see him throw that right hand a little bit more rather than just cross-face, but you see he's really searching for that inside wrist. But Eglin's savvy to that, not putting his forearm down. He's doing a good job of, let's see, now his forearm's down, but he's on that post. And that post is what's going to get him up. You want to see him really switch angles, go to his left now, and square it with him and put Mokaev. Beautiful work by Eglin. But Mokaev again sucks away the hips, creates angles. You'd like to see Eglin just reach across chin strap.
I mean, and again, it's just that next level of grappling that Mokaev brings in. What?
It looked like a premature
stoppage. I'm sorry. I hate to say it this time. I'm pleased for the young Mokaev, but that's...
in Paul Cross's defense, Jack Eglin looked to have gone a little bit limp, but I'd like to see that again.
Yeah, I would too. I'm not sure he was in as much danger as it looked there. I think he just relaxed. But... I'm sorry, I'm going to go out and say until I see the replay right now, my heart tells me.
Here we go. I'm a little bit lost for words myself here, Steve, so let's see if this brings any light to the situation.
Nice tight body lock.
Yeah, again, restrictive again, but Eglin does a great job of repummeling, getting his right hip to the fence, over up, then Mokaev just takes his hips away from him again, lifts.
Weird looking now, not sure, man.
And then takes him down into a side control position, drops one hammer fist.
And that's to the back. 2, 3. No, I'm sorry.
I got to see a rematch there.
I would too. That's a disappointing end to what was a very, very tasty fight. And I hope,
you know what?
I want these two to go again.
And not taking it. Mokaev there was professional performance throughout.
Beautiful.
Great wrestling, great top control pressure. This isn't a slant on Mohamed Mokaev.
Not at all.
He did his job.
But that came through. I mean, 2, 3 to the air now. Yeah, now I watch it again and I go, how many more before the referee has to step in?
He looked like he did go a little bit limp on the first watch. But
I just don't know. So what I'm going to do is rescind what I've just said and give all credit to the referee, because he's the guy keeping
the Dragons
it
Lair
safe.
team are coming visibly animated and upset with the stoppage. But
again, that's, if a referee makes what people consider to be a mistake while keeping a fighter safe, I gotta say it, I'd much rather him make the mistake than...
Is it a mistake under those parameters? That's the question. But
no,
listen, Mohamed Mokaev, for all 6 minutes of that fight, was world level with his wrestling, his use of his overhooks, underhooks, fantastic.
Eglin's going to be disappointed, but nothing to hang your head down there. He wants his hat.
Our fighters in the cage this evening. And so we have a winner, 2 minutes and 25 seconds into round number 2. Your winner by TKO, and now UKFC Amateur Flyweight Champion in the red corner, Mokaev.
Mohamed Mokaev not only takes home the UK Fighting Championship, it's his first bout under new coaches and instruction at Aspire, adding new hardware to their gym. Jack Eglin will come again. Will come again.
Absolutely he will. And Mohamed Mokaev now has a date with the UK Fighting Championships Amateur Flyweight Champion, John James, and I can't wait.
We've got two characters there, they're going to go at it. I think we're going to go to some words with Mohamed Mokaev in the cage right now, Steve.
Beautiful.
Спасибо всем, кто смотрит меня. Спасибо. Очень большая поддержка была к этому бою. Очень все ждали этот бой. Спасибо. Салам алейкум. Thank you. Красный!